RBS, the state-owned bank accused of running a shadowy unit that deliberately drained cash from healthy businesses to help keep itself afloat during the financial crash.
You got the details?
Yes, I have.
The Smiths say they had a healthy business until they were forced into that unit, known as Global Restructuring Group, or GRG. The couple, who we spoke to earlier this year, lost both of their hotels after they had to pay nearly £500,000 in fees for support.
The loans themselves were not difficult. It was the fees that they attached to the loans, and their word of support is a strange one, I must be honest with you. It's the support that they gave meant they charged between 15 and 25,000 a month in fees for their support.
And what was their support?
I don't know. I don't know what support they gave us.
The bank denies it drove this or any other small business into the ground. But back in February, we spoke exclusively to a whistleblower inside GRG who claimed the unit was basically run as a profit centre, charging huge fees to drive companies out of business and keep the cash and assets for the bank.
Every week we would have emails sent down to us showing who brought in the most fees and for what companies. And people were usually patted on the back for that by senior management. And we were often asked why, once again, increasingly throughout the time, why we weren't putting more fees on these companies to get the most out of them.
And what do the GRG employees think of it?
It was an immoral survivalist tactic that the bank used, who had a huge amount of losses on their balance sheet to try to survive something.
The bank has consistently denied this, and the GRG boss even questioned the authenticity of our whistleblower in front of a committee of MPs. But today, RBS's long-held defence of the controversial unit, GRG, appears to be unravelling. When RBS gave evidence to the committee of MPs in June, two of the bank's senior executives, Derek Sach and Chris Sullivan, insisted the unit was not run to make a profit.
GRG is acting, is it as a cost centre or a profit centre?
GRG is acting as a service to the client.
Okay. I'm just going to ask the same question again. In forming that judgment, are GRG acting as a profit centre or a cost centre?
A cost centre. In the terms you've just asked it, there would be a cost centre.
So GRG is not, as is commonly supposed, a profit centre?
It is absolutely not a profit centre.
However, today we learn RBS's chairman, Sir Philip Hampton, doesn't quite see it that way. Writing to Andrew Tyree, the committee's boss, Sir Philip said GRG was in fact run as a profit centre and that the two executives had got it wrong. He wrote, "This lack of clarity on an important point is very disappointing to the committee, as it is to me, and I apologise." Sir Philip, however, went on to say it was an honest mistake. Honest or not, it's hugely significant that we now know categorically that GRG was a profit centre. A fact that will no doubt be welcomed by the regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, as it carries out its own investigation into the unit.